Hello, welcome to Video Mania 2. I'm the dude manning the counter, Duncan, and today we're going to talk about Maximum Conviction, starring Steven Seagal and Steve Austin. It also stars Steph Song, Aaliyah O'Brien, Michael Pare, and Brent Foster. It's directed by Keone Waxman. It takes place in Northern Oregon. It takes place at an off-the-books military facility. They call it kind of a black ops site. They hold prisoners of interest. That's what the detainees are. And two female detainees come at the last minute, Samantha and Charlotte, played by Steph Song and Aaliyah O'Brien, respectively. And Cross and Manning, played by Steven Seagal and Steve Austin, respectively, are ex-military contractors there to shut this facility down, and they're here to oversee the marshals coming in to transfer all the detainees out to a federal facility. And so they're trying to shut everything down, but no one can call the cops because the cops don't know of its existence. And so one of the MPs is in on this high-risk extraction, I should say, and he accidentally drops a coded message, and one of the other MPs who's there to protect the facility finds it, gives it to Cross, and Cross looks at it, and he's like, he's former military, and he looks at it and he's like, I'm not sure exactly what this means, but it looks like trouble. So he goes to the bar where the rest of the team is. Bradley, played by Brent Foster, specializes in deciphering codes, and he gives it to him. He's like, what is this? What do you make of this? He's like, it sounds like a high-risk extraction. And so the Marshal Service, headed by Bradley, played by Michael Pare here, who's awesome. He's like, I'm here for the two female detainees, none of the rest of them. And he goes to the warden, and he's like, look, I just need the two detainees, sign them out. And we're working in cooperation with the CIA, supposedly. And the warden's like, no, Cross has to sign them out. And so Blake gets pissed, chops the warden's finger off, and he's like, look, help me out, or I'm going to kill you. And so the warden's like, okay, I'll cooperate and give you the layout of the prison. So he goes and finds the two female detainees. Samantha has CIA information implanted in her. It's attached to her heart. So if her heart stops beating, the information is lost. So Blake wants that information. So she was like a CIA contact, but she doesn't even know what's on it. But Blake does. So he needs to get to her, get that information out of her, and then he wants to get out of there. And you find out why. And Charlotte, you figure out her motivations as it goes along. But this setting is really cool because, it's an off-the-books prison, so the cops can't come. And also the prison, there's different blocks. There's weight rooms, there's kitchens, and boiler rooms, so there's all kinds of different fights and shootouts that take place, and there's different props to carry that out. And all the characters here have different motivations, and they actually have some layers to them, so they're pretty well developed. It's pretty cool. And they're all quite resourceful in their own way. They all kind of have unique skill sets, like Steve Austin's character Manning, kind of like the Stone Cold Steve Austin, the brawling style you saw from his wrestling days. Steven Seagal with the Aikido and the throws and the knife-edge chops and stuff. So you have that, and also the two female characters are quite resourceful. And then Marshal Blake is like former special forces, and he's quite mean. He can be mean when he needs to be, but he's very resourceful as well and very determined to achieve his objective. And so, all this stuff takes place in this prison, so it gets the most bang for the buck out of this script. Keone Waxman's direction, I really liked it because he gave all the different cast members a chance to shine with their skills and what they brought to the table, so everybody gets their own little thing. So that's really good here. And this movie checks off the box of fun. This movie is just pure fun. And the dialogue is so sharp. I bet it was improvised because I don't think a script writer, maybe not, but could have thought up of all the different interactions and dialogue. I mean, it's possible, I guess, but to me, I got a strong feeling it was improvised because everybody in here was so game for it. So everybody here shines. It's a ton of fun, and this movie is available free right now. You can stream it on Vudu or Tubi, whichever service you prefer, and you get 98 minutes action movie free of charge. So you can't beat that. Because I remember when I rented it, I was looking around for a movie to rent, and I was like, Steve Austin, Steven Seagal, in an off-the-books facility in Northern Oregon. I'm like, I'm in for that one. I'm game for that, and I'm so glad I checked it out, and I obviously bought it. So a lot of fun. Everybody I've shown it to has enjoyed it, so I really recommend it. And if you like under the radar movies, older action movies, stuff like that, give it Video Mania 2 a shot. I'd really appreciate it. That's all I got. I got another video for tomorrow, and I appreciate the support. I'll see you next time.